Hey guys, so I'm standing right outside of the house that I'm about to move into in about 3 to 4 months. It needs a lot of work, but so does the lawn outside. And let me flip this around. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I'm gonna show you the job that I have to do today. These two trees, the branches are just hanging down too low. And whenever we mow this grass, this is 3 acres here. We have riding lawnmowers, and whenever we get to these trees, we just can't make it. We have to go around, and then I have to trim the rest of this. Not good. So this branch right here is hanging very low. I'm hitting my head on it just standing here. So this one has to go, and you can see all these other branches are the same. And then if I walk over here to this tree, this one's not so bad, but this guy right here, has got to go. You guys get the idea. So normally I would use my chainsaw to take care of those branches, but I remembered about 4 to 5 months ago, I bought this little bad boy right here, this little mini chainsaw. This is the Worx 20 volt 5-inch pruning saw. And yeah, I bought it 4 months ago. I never used it. So I figured this job, why not test it out and see how well it does. So let's just run over some of the specs here real quick before I start. This is the model WG324.9. I paid about 99 bucks for this thing on Amazon. There is a $127 version, but that comes with a battery and charger. I already had the battery and charger, so I only needed this tool. So I worked out pretty good. So you can see right here, it has a toolless chain tension adjustment, so that's pretty cool. It has auto chain lubrication. It has a retractable bar and chain guard right here and a handle guard right here for safety. Now this will work with any 20 volt power share battery from Worx. Right here I have the 20 volt 4 amp battery plugged in. So I just took the chain guard off of the bar and chain. I'll give you guys a nice close-up of that 5-inch bar and chain right there. Now this 5-inch bar and chain can cut limbs up to 4 inches in diameter if they're still on the tree, or 10 inches in diameter if it's on the ground. And to round out some of these specs here, it has a chain speed of 18.4 feet per second, and it weighs about 3.86 pounds with the battery on, and without the battery it weighs 3.04 pounds. All right guys, that's enough of the boring specs. I'm gonna put this bad boy to work and see what it can do. Sorry guys, the lighting conditions aren't the best today. It's a very bright sunny day and I'm under a tree where it's very shady, but this thing is pretty badass so far. So I'm going to start with this branch right here. So I'm very curious if it can handle branches this size. If it can, I'll move up to some of the larger branches and hopefully it can handle it. So let's go here. All right, so we cut this branch without a problem at all. Went through it like butter, and you can see this is a fairly large branch that I just cut down. So since it was so easy to cut that branch, I'm going to move on and cut it right there at the stump and then move on to the rest of this tree. Very nice. Wow. So far, I'm pretty impressed with this thing. It's very small, very compact. It gets into places that my normal chainsaw can't get into, and that's one of the main reasons why I bought this in the first place. And you can see the 3 cuts that I made so far right here. So these big branches are laying everywhere. So I'm just gonna set the camera down on the tripod here and finish the rest of this tree, and when I'm done here, I'll go to the second tree. All right, before I move on to the other tree here, Just want to show you guys, look how clean that cut is there. Now that is a clean cut from that little mini chainsaw. So if I back up a little bit, you can see that is so much better than what it was before. And I haven't changed batteries yet. I'm still on the same 4-amp battery there. You can see some of the cuts I made on this side right there. And now I think that's good. You can see all the branches. Oh my God, all the branches that were in my way. And now let's go on to that bad boy right there. So you can see I just finished trimming up this tree here, cutting the branches with the pruning saw by Worx. There's all the branches laying on the ground. I mean, very long branches, but not very thick. The thickest branch, where is it? Right here, that I cut, I measured it. It's right around, get out of the sun. This is the thickest branch I cut, which is right around 9 inches in circumference. So you can do the math there. But this is the thickest branch that I cut. A couple others were very, very close, but I think this was the biggest one. Oh, and I almost forgot that it does come with this little tool right here, this little flathead screwdriver tool that was kind of hidden right there on the handle guard right there. So that's pretty cool. I missed that at the beginning of the video. All right, guys, so my final thoughts on the pruning saw here by Worx is it's a pretty nice little tool. I mean, I had no issues at all with any of those branches. And I pretty much got these trees exactly where I wanted. Sorry, it's a little windy out here. So if you guys saw this online and were worried about the performance of it, I can put your mind at ease to say that this is definitely a badass little tool, and it will definitely see more work around this house. Oh, and just so you know, I completed both of those trees on the same 4-amp battery. This thing still running.